Welcome back. Today is day four. No, not day 43. Day 53 of me trading 100% full time. Left my job to trade 100%. And I doing a video every day. Today is not a trading day because today is Saturday, but we still have to post a video. So today we're going to be explaining how 1% could fund your extravagant lifestyle, your rich lifestyle, your Miami type lifestyle. We're going to explain how 1% in a month, just 1% on your account could fund that shit. So let's get into the explanation, right? Before we get into the explanation, we have to set out the guidelines. Let's say for the month of September, you take three trades. One was a losing trade, one was a winning trade, and the last trade, which was the third trade, was also a losing trade. Let's say you risk 1% of your account in each trade, right? So on a losing trade, you would lose only 1% because you risk 1%. And then on a winning trade, you would gain 2% because you have a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. So on a losing trade, you lose negative 1%. On a winning trade, you gain 2%. Okay, my math actually wrong. Fuck. Shit. Okay. Yes, now. The math actually wasn't mathing. Okay. Let's say you take two trades, you lose one trade, and then you win one trade, right? You lose 1% on the trade you lose because you risk 1%, and then you win 2% on the trade you win, right? So over 1 month, you take not three trades because my math was kind of off. Two trades. You had one losing trade and one winning trade. So you gained 1% on your account because you gain, oh my gosh, how the hell all these incongruencies happening? That's seen in the video. I'm not cutting that out. But yeah, you gain 2% on that trade and you lose 1% on that trade. If you could do the math, if you're not like me and you could actually do math, that's 1% up on the account for the month. And by the way, that's being very, 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 what's the word I'm looking for? Very conservative. Normally you would take more trades than that. Normally you would have a higher percent gain on your account. And if you're a trader, you know that shit. But we just using 1% just to show you how crazy what I'm going to show you is. Okay? So let's say we have $100 account. We have somebody trading on $1,000 account. We have somebody trading on a $10,000 account. We have somebody trading on $100,000 account. We have somebody trading on $1 million account. We have somebody trading on a $10 million account. Right? On each account, you take the same two trades. These two trades I show you, the same two trades with the same percent gain. The only thing that different is the account. Let me show you what the results say. With a $100 account, that same 1% only going to be $1, right? That only going to be $1 on your account. 1% of $100, which is $100 account, that's going to be $1. 1% on $1,000 account, however, will be $10. You're starting to see the point I'm getting into. It's literally the same trade, just a bigger amount of capital, right? 1% on a $10,000 account would be $100. That's still not really anything. 1% on $100,000 account would be $1,000. Keep in mind, that's the same two trades you take for the month. The only thing that changing is the account size, right? That same trade on $1 million account after a month with 1% gain, that would be $10,000 a month with just 1% gain. And let's extrapolate it to the biggest account I could think of, which is a $10 million account. If you had a $10 million account and you take them same two trades just on a $10 million account, you would have $100,000 in your bank account at the end of the month, right? So at the first level, you have $100 account. 1% on $100 account is $1. You basically nothing to society. You gain $1 a month, you nothing. At least you make it online though, you nothing though. You check it to society, not to me. Obviously, every human being have intrinsic value. You check it, and then on $1,000 account, 1% is $10. So you gain $10 per month. Use a bum. $10 per month, you living on the streets, but you still better than nothing. Use a bum. On a $10,000 account, you gain 1%, which is $100. That's side job salary. $100 a month, that means a man pay you to do a little job for him for 2 days, you get $100. right? That's still more than a bum. That's side job salary. And then we get into the actual money. 1% on $100,000 account is $1,000. That's like a waiter's salary. That's like my previous salary, 1,000 US, right? That's like a waiter's salary. So you could kind of say, okay, you live in life, you make that shit online, only with two trades. So you could kind of be happy about yourself, which is why it's yellow. It's like a neutral thing. Then we get into the big guns. 1% on $1 million account is $10,000. You make a CEO salary in a month by taking two trades. The same two trades. These two trades could have just take you 2 days to take, right? 2 days. You make 1% in a whole month. That's 10 grand in your bank account. You make a CEO salary by staring at a screen and just taking two trades. And then the last level, we have Elon Musk type salary. Obviously, I know Elon Musk salary bigger than that. I just using him as an example because everybody equating Elon Musk to wealth. So I just using him as an example. But we have an Elon Musk type salary. With a $10 million account, that same 1% going to be $100,000 in 1 month, guys. I think you're not comprehending it. $100,000 in 1 month. You don't even know what to buy at this point. You have cars taking dust, right? You have a lady coming and clean your house every day because you don't want to clean your house. So that's the levels to the game, right? The same trade, the same percent game gain per month could have a vastly different effect based on the amount of capital you're dealing with. So that's what I wanted to explain in the video. Yeah, that's what I wanted to explain in the video. So you don't have to be chasing big returns. What you do have to focus on is trading with a bigger capital account. Because if you're trading with a bigger capital account, that 1% gain, that tiny little 1% gain, right? And remember, I was being extremely conservative, extremely conservative. On average, you would probably make 5% per month. On average, you would probably make 5% per month. And that's my average. I don't know about other fellas' average, but that's my average. So if you're making 5% on a 10K account, that's $500. If you're making 5% on a 100K account, that's $5,000. If you're making 5% on $1 million account, that's 50 grand. If you're making 5% on a $10 million account, that's 500 grand. That's almost half a mil in 1 month. So yeah, you'll get the validity of the statement or of the idea I letting y'all know in that video. Basically, don't chase higher returns. Matter of fact, don't chase anything. The most important thing is the amount of capital you have to trade with. Because if you have more capital, a little gain going to be a lot. A little gain going to go a long way. That's basically the main idea of the video. But yeah, that's the video for today. Tomorrow is Sunday. I don't know what video I could do, but yeah, tomorrow they have a video. They have an infinite amount of ideas that I could pull from. So there is literally no reason to not post a video. So yeah, today is day 53, I think. Day 53 or day 54. I keep on forgetting the days because I don't really care.